Good morning, collective. Happy Saturday. Yay. So, real quick, I had a plan. Every weekend I try to go to an amazing place to go hiking, right? And this weekend was supposed to be no different. And I had it planned out. Actually, my supervisor, who is an October Scorpio, have no idea, right? No idea. Did not pick up Scorpio vibes from her because I'm a November Scorpio. Anyway, she even confirmed and showed me some amazing trails to go to because she used to hike before she had kids. So I had this whole plan of what I was going to do today. Yesterday, my coworker's passenger side mirror got knocked clean off, right? After I got done doing laundry in my old laundry spot, I went by the Magical Druid. They're having a class on Sunday that I'm going to go take. I was heading home, and there's this one road. This was happening the opposite side, but as I was passing, I noticed that they were doing cement work, like on this sidewalk, right? But the road is so narrow, the two lanes are so narrow, you gotta be really careful already. Well, they had the wood set up like they were getting ready to lay cement to redo the sidewalk in the area. Well, someone's car drove into that huge ditch, right? And I mean, poor lady, right? So there were two things. And then the traffic was kind of crazy, which it was Friday, at evening, so of course. But I took that as a sign that I wasn't supposed to go. And so, because I sat with Spirit, I was like, I really want to go. However, there's something going on in the community today that I was being pulled to, and we'll have more about that later. So, anyway, long story short, we are here at the park, and we're going to do a few readings, go take a walk, ski, go to the grocery store, and then go to this event and meet some of my neighbors. All right. What does the dark universe want you to know? What does the dark universe want you to know? Thank you to my high vibrating ancestors, spirit guides, divine intervening, source of light energy. All right. What does the dark universe want us to know? Conflict and the wounded adult. We have number 28, conflict. Know what you dislike. Focus on your likes. And then we have 32. So that's 28, 10. 32 is 5. So the wounded adult. Healing is feeling. I've pulled this card before. I always see this as like a crown of thorns, but it's like barbed wire around this flower that's trying to bloom. This flower that has bloomed. There may have been some recent conflict in your life, and you may or may not be aware of this, but this conflict that has occurred or may be occurring did or will be triggering some wounds that you have as an adult. You may not realize that it's wounds. When you're triggered, you just may automatically respond. Spirit is saying take time to reflect if you're feeling triggered or upset by how someone behaves or how they act or what they say to you. Is what I'm saying is like it could be something really simple, but it's like someone's going to say something or do something that's just going to fucking rub you the wrong way and you're going to immediately be triggered, right? This is a sign to take a deeper look at why you were triggered, because let's be honest. Nobody can make you feel angry. Nobody can make you feel mad, jealous, hateful. No one can make you feel anything. You choose to respond that way. You choose to feel that in response to what somebody outside of you, somebody that you can't control, what they did to you or what they said to you. Let's just be honest, okay? And so what I'm being shown is that this is a amazing opportunity for you to kind of take a look at this wounded adult. Let's say someone like talked to you out your side of their neck. They got real disrespectful with you. I'm not saying that you just suck shit up and take shit, right? I'm not saying that at all. And if it triggers you, this is a huge sign. Our triggers are our best healing guides. And so what Spirit is saying is like, this is about to happen. So to become very aware, one, of like what's going on around you. Like this may infuriate you. but it's about taking a pause, taking a moment to sit and reflect, like, why was I triggered? What times in my life have people disrespected me, possibly, and you allowed it? We can go a little bit further back if we want to. The wounded adult often is the not the outcome, the, what's the word? It's like, I on the tip of my tongue, I can't say it. It's like your wounded child then becomes a wounded adult. We've talked about this quite a few times, right? And so this can also, you may, if you want to dig a little deeper, you can kind of look at, and what times in my life were people saying disrespectful things to me, and I wasn't able to say nothing back, because maybe you're raised in a home where, child didn't really have a voice, or you didn't have, and you weren't allowed to have boundaries, and it was like, I'm hearing children are to be heard, not, or seen, not heard, which is so toxic. Anyway, so that's what Spirit is saying, is you may want to look at also times in your life when you were a child, when, if this is what it was, like someone disrespected you, doesn't have to be that, but like this wounded adult is responding from a wounded child space. And so, and this may be how you used to be, and you're no longer like that. So you're able, once you heal a lot of these wounds, you'll be able to see when people are trying to trigger you. A mile away. I can see it a mile away when people are trying to trigger me by the slick shit they say, or something they do, or throw certain words out that used to trigger me. I'm able to see it now a mile away. And so what is it else that we need to know about this, Spirit? What else do we need to know about this wounded adult? This conflict. I'm being drawn to the conflict piece of it. What about the conflict piece, Spirit? It's set. It's like universe. I hate saying universe tests us, but your spirit team and your ancestors. It's like it's divinely put that. It's happening that way, so you can see that this is a trigger for you, and for you to recognize some other healing work you need to be done. Other healing work needs to be done, instead of saying, Miss Joe or Mr. So and so, came at me out the, talked to me at the side of their neck, or they know this is a wound for me, or whatever it is, or these people are triggering me and blaming all of them about, they shouldn't have talked to me that way, they shouldn't have acted that way, they know how I feel about that, blah, 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 blah. Where's the accountability on how you respond? Do you give people that much control and power over your life that they can control and dictate your emotions? Just asking. I used to be that way. I gave everybody power and control of my life by responding to them. All right. What else do we need to know about this, Spirit? These conflicts are being brought into your energy field so that you can unblock the flow in your life, unblock the areas where you may feel stagnant, unblock these barriers from healing this wound. It's like your responses are blocking you, in a sense, by you not taking a deeper look at the feelings behind it, what it reminds you of, like really digging deep and like tracing this root back, tracing this pain, this trigger, tracing it back to where it originated from. It's blocking your flow. So when your energy is stuck, nothing moves. So start small, clean your space, cry it out, speak a truth. Movement is medicine, right? What else do we need to know about this, Spirit? Yeah, it's by you immediately responding and not digging deeper, by just like going surface level on shit, you're blocking your own energy. You're blocking shit in your own life by just allowing things to fucking happen and not really processing why you're responding to certain people or certain situations or certain conflicts, why you're responding the way you are, why you react the way you react. The bottom of the deck, the cycle stops with you. You may come from a family, I know I did, especially my aunts and grandparents and all that, they're just loud and obnoxious. I just thought it was because I was Italian. It was trauma. So, you are the one your ancestors prayed for. This pain ends in your hands. Choose differently now. It's time to choose responses and reactions differently and heal. I hope you're healthy and happy. I truly do, and full of joy. May you love and be loved. Heal Don't harm. Have an amazing rest of Saturday.